G'day fellow coin and banknote collectors, how you going? This is Glenn, back with another review video, and today we're going to have a look at the Cambodian banknotes from 2001 to early 2015, around that period. And these banknotes, they actually could still be in circulation because Cambodia only issues banknotes now. They actually don't issue any coins. And a lot of people probably live in remote locations that actually don't have easy access to a bank. So let's actually get on with it. So as you can see, the lowest denomination I have is 50 reals, and the current exchange rate now is about 2,800 reals to $1 Australian. So this is roughly equivalent to about 2 cents. And even in Cambodia, I doubt it very much it could actually buy that much for 50 reals. But if you look at it, it looks like a nice series. So this is pretty much the way the banknotes were designed, from 50 to 2,000 reals. Then from 5,000 actually had the king's portrait on it. And as you can see, I call this a temple series because they all have different types of temples. So this one's a Priyavinya temple in Angkor. It was actually built in the 11th to 12th century during the Khmer Empire. And you should look that empire up on Wikipedia. It's quite a fascinating empire. It was very powerful. And as you can see, most of it's in Cambodian on this side, except for the numeral down there, which is in the Arabic numerals. And as you can see, it's actually nicely printed with reds, blues and yellows. 3 colours that are actually very appealing for banknotes. And the watermark is just the denomination. So if we turn it over to the other side, these banknotes have a modern feature on the other side. So this is one of the dams that are actually in Cambodia. You can see this is the control level for the water flow, and it has a date 2002. And this unfortunately has some ink, which I'm not too sure. It looks like it might be in Cambodian, but I'm not too sure. It's just very hard to actually tell what it actually is. But anyway, that's a nice banknote. And they actually changed their banknotes over in when did they change the 100? So I've got the 100 here. Oops. And so here's the 100. It's actually quite larger, but I'll make another video on this. And this is dated 2014, so roughly about that period they actually started changing the banknotes over to put the monarch on all the banknotes. So these ones, while I actually consider them the best, are slowly being phased out. And so then we come on to the second banknotes. This is 100 reals. This is probably the lowest denomination in circulation now. And this actually has the more modern Victory Monument, and it has like a line there. It's a type of line, I can't remember what it actually is. And on all these banknotes, they actually have a naga, which is or that animal there as well, which is actually a type of snake. It looks like a type of a cobra because it has a large flattened back. And as you can see, the watermark is pretty much the same for these, just the denomination. And if we look on the other side, it actually has a school, so children at school. And while the architecture is more modern, it still has a Cambodian type of feature on it. So that's the 100, worth about 4 cents roughly. Then we get on to the 500, not as nicely as the coloration as the 50, but it has an Angkor temple. And as you can see there, the Angkor temple looks quite nice. Angkor Wat. Angkor Wat is just one of the temples at Angkor. But I haven't found out what temple this is. It looks like it's actually the main one. So as you can see, there's 2 pinholes up there. I would say this would have been a lot of banknotes are actually stapled together, which is not really unheard of. And on this side we have a bridge over the Mekong at Kompong Cham. This is a modern bridge, as you can see by the modern cars, which I can actually go over it, which is a bit different from, where is the other bridge? This one. So on the 5000 we have a similar type of bridge, but this one is the Kompong Day Bridge, built in the 12th century, so cars actually can't go over that. And as you can see, the features are pretty similar. They have nuggers protecting the actual bridge itself, which are snakes. So it's a nice banknote. It's worth about 20 cents Australian. Then we have the 1000. So this is the second highest. I actually don't have the 2000, which is a bit sad. And as you can see, this banknote actually has a 4-faced Bodhisattva. So you've got 1, 2, 3 and on the other side. And this is the Bayon Temple at Angkor. So it's one of the most famous temples. And as you can see, leading up to it, you've got nuggers as well. So it's the actual snake there, protecting it. So it is a protection feature for the people, the nugger. If you want to look up the nugger on the Wikipedia or the internet, there's a lot of information actually on it. And on this side we have Kompong Son, which is a port city, the major port of Cambodia. And I actually like the colours, they're actually beautiful. So dark blues, you've got some yellows, some reds. And it actually makes this banknote quite an attractive feature. So the first date of this banknote is 2005 and this one's 2007. So obviously it's a popular banknote. They actually reprinted it. And it has a value of about 40 cents. Yeah, if it's 250 equals 10 cents, so 40 cents. And then we have the next banknote. So this is a 5000 worth about $2. And as you can see, it's different than the rest. It actually has King Sihanouk, who reigned up until 2002 and passed away in I think about 2011. Can't remember. Wikipedia is your guide. And the watermark is a 4-faced Bodhisattva. And on your back we have the bridge, as I said before. It's a 12th century bridge built by Jayavarman VII. And as you can see, it's protected by nuggers as well. And if you look at pictures on the internet, they've actually put some blocks here, so you can't actually drive on this bridge. And this is a banknote from 2004, but first issued in 2001. Then we have the 10,000 worth about $4. So all these banknotes are quite easy to actually get on the internet. Pretty standard features. 4-faced Bodhisattva as well. And on this side, this is the Royal Palace in Phnom Penh, which was built in 1866 when they actually moved to Phnom Penh after the French declared a mandate over Cambodia for protection. So then we get into some of the later banknotes with better security features. So as you can see there, the security strip actually is metallic and actually reflects colours, quite nice. And they actually have another security strip there. Then they have the nugget there as well. So nuggets on all banknotes. And here we have some features for the blind. This is probably a carving on one of the Angkor temples. And here we have King Sihanouk, who is actually the reigning king of Cambodia. He doesn't hold that much power because who holds the power? Hun Sen does. But he's getting a bit old. And as you can see on the back, you have the 4-faced Bodhisattva again. And we have Angkor Wat. So this is a large major complex. And I'd say the Bodhisattva is actually in the centre. And it's one of the temples at Angkor, which is actually, if you go to Cambodia, it's one of the places you should actually see. So it's actually quite a nice banknote. Quite large, worth about $8. but in Cambodia it's probably worth a hell of a lot of money. But Cambodia's actually been dollarized by a high degree. I think 70% of the transactions are done in US dollars. And so these, if you actually want to use them, probably use the low denominations. And then we come to the highest denomination, 100,000. So this is worth about $40. So probably not worth keeping in this condition, but I got it off a friend, so she went to Cambodia. I've never been actually. I'd like to go one day. So here we have King Sihanouk and his wife, Norodom Moniyef. And here we have the coat of arms of Cambodia. Naga again, and another security feature for the visually impaired. Watermark is King Sihanouk. And under his reign, Cambodia actually went through a very bad period of civil war and the Khmer Rouge, but people still love him, he's still revered. And if we look on the other side, this is 2012, so it's a current circulating banknote. You can actually buy them on the internet. They probably cost about I don't know, $70 to $80 to buy these uncirculated, but I've got this for face value. And here we have Sihanouk, his wife, Norodom, and here we have Tsunami, that's the reigning king, and his son. He's actually pretty old as well. And it's actually a nice banknote. So what would you expect to pay for these banknotes? So the 100,000, as I said, you're probably expecting about $70, $80 to pay, because it's a high value banknote. Not many people actually want to sell them because they're actually very hard to sell. This one, $8, you're probably paying about 15 to 20. These are all uncirculated, not this condition. They're lower value in this condition. The 10,000, probably paying about $10 for that. The 5,000, probably paying about $5 to $8. And these ones, you're probably paying about $1 to $2 for each of these, because they are lower value. They're easy to get in uncirculated, but they actually look pretty. So all up, you're probably paying about $120, $130 for this whole set. And if you want the 50,000, which I don't have, you're probably paying at least $40 to $50 for that. So anyway, those are my Cambodian banknotes. I hope that you enjoyed this review. If you've been to Cambodia, please leave a comment down below, and have an awesome coin collecting time, people. Thank you, and bye bye.